Hi, I'm Sean Higgins, editor of SPAR3D.com, the SPAR3D newsletter, and I'm here at the SPAR3D Expo and Conference 2017 at the Matterport booth with Tomer. And as I understand, this is your first time,
At
Matterport's
SPAR.
first time at SPAR.
Yes, it is.
So what brings you guys to SPAR?
Well, we've been around for about 5 years now, even 6 years, but selling our camera for about 3.5. And we started out in real estate, really, creating kind of beautiful virtual tours for agents to make it a very cost-effective and very easy-to-use way. And we've kind of perfected our product over the years to the point where now we came back to AEC, which was kind of our first thought when we started out. And with great visuals and very fast turnaround, right? Most of our models get turned around 2, 3, 4 hours after capture. And people are loving it here. So people are really appreciating kind of the great visual effect alongside the dimensional accuracy that we get. Right, so maybe I'll back off and say what Matterport does is create a Matterport camera and software, which is a fast, cost-effective, and easy-to-use way to create virtual tours and with the ability to export colored point cloud.
Okay, so I mean, SPAR has historically been a laser scanning show, which is not the case anymore, as I'm sure you see.
Yeah.
I mean, what sort of reaction to Matterport's offerings are you seeing from the attendees here? I mean, it costs significantly less money than a lot of scanners used to, and
That's one of the reactions.
even less so than a lot of scanners do. But I know that also this crowd can sometimes be obsessed with accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how are people? What sorts of questions are they asking?
Yeah, I mean, they take it for what it is, right? They know that we're doing something for $3,600, right? That's making beautiful visuals better than they're getting from TrueView or WebShare or any of the other kind of panoramic viewing applications. And they know that when it's coupled with good enough accuracy for a lot of things, it's a powerful tool, right? So like I hear, a lot of our friends here talking and saying that, it's another tool in the tool belt. Right. It's not good for everything, but it's good for some things. We've got users using it as kind of a hybrid model, doing classrooms with Matterport and gyms and auditoriums with a Faro, bringing point clouds together. And we have other users which, they won't leave to a job site without Matterport as, first of all, a communication tool, right? This is an easy tool to communicate with owners. It's kind of very intuitive. You can go tag, place punch list items, and do closeout with it. And it's also an insurance policy, right? This is how the situation was when I got on site.
Right.
Because of the visual quality, it's kind of intuitive for anyone to understand, unlike, some BIM applications.
Right. So it's interesting because of this visual quality you mentioned. I wonder, do people still ask you a lot about point clouds at this I mean, is this something that comes up a lot?
It comes up a lot, and we don't lead with it, right? Because we are, in essence, a virtual tour, a 3D virtual tour creator with kind of point cloud functionality. So we're able to export point cloud, and for a lot of use cases it's good, right? So our accuracy is 99% and above, mostly 99.5, which means that in tight mechanical quarters, right, like MEP rooms, pump rooms, will be half an inch, max inch. That's good enough for a lot of applications. So definitely got a lot of engineering firms using it at that end. But generally, just having the ability to measure, even regardless of the point cloud, we have an in-app measuring tool, right, that just by sending someone the visuals, they can go and point-to-point measure, see door overheads and see wall width and things like that, that they can't really do in any other kind of application. And the only ones that are out there are not as smooth, right, and cost a lot to both buy the hardware and produce, and the time, very time consuming. So yeah, finding a lot of value in measurements regardless of the point cloud.
So I wonder, how are people reacting to the ease of use of Matterport? Because it seems like Matterport approaches this sort of work from a different angle than most of the companies in this space. It almost has a sort of consumer quality to it, the sort of thing people might be used to from their smartphone applications or things like that.
Exactly. I mean, that's definitely something that we've aimed for. It's making Matterport very easy to pick up and start using. There's definitely, that element that you write about sometimes of service providers saying, wait, what is this super easy to use device? At the end of the day, I think that in real estate, yes, that might be eating away into the Matterport, real estate service providers. But in this industry, I mean, people are getting so much before and after the Matterport scan that it's just part of a workflow. So I don't think it's going to really eat into, the service providers that buy us. Although obviously we have customers which are GCs, engineers, architects, facility managers, so kind of all over.
I mean, it seems to make perfect sense as sort of a low effort, low commitment, sort of quick visualization and measurement tool, which is entirely different from something like a terrestrial laser scanner.
Exactly. So it's different, right? It's not coming to replace it. Although we have, like I said, seen areas where bringing in a laser scan is overkill. I would say we're more eating into the manual measurement market than the laser scanning market, because when you need millimeter accuracy, when you're doing large spaces, when you're doing exteriors, you're still going to need the laser scanner. As I said, it's just a great tool in the digital tool belt that a VDC or project engineer or whoever can have.
Cool. Well, it's great to have you guys here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.